Hi, you there? Good. Is anyone home? So sad. Remember that answering machines? Remember answering machines? Used to record a message too. Hi, you've reached the such and such. Leave a message after the tone. Really cool people. Leave a message. You know, or just the asshole. Hi. Oh no, we're not here. This is, you know, it is. You could tell a lot by back in the '90s with answering machines. What a fucking thick boy cigar! Holy shit! This is the Gordo, but this is extremely back. Holy cow! Is this 64 or 60? Yeah, oh God. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Nicaragua Oscuro Gordo. It's a Ecuadorian Oscuro wrapper. So, even though it looks like a medium brown, generally speaking, Maduro's a process. Oscuro's generally a longer. There's bright lights over there. Holy shit! What kind of car is that? It's like a laser. Yeah, blinding me. Holy shit, Ecuadorian Oscuros. It's your lights are fucking blinding me, bro. Kind of pissing me off. Anyways, where are we? Ecuadorian Oscuros. Yeah, so, I mean, one type of tobacco that went through a Maduro process might appear darker than some other brands' Oscuro, which is a longer process, right? And it is what it is. I mean, this might be not even as dark as some brands. It's not just regular sun-grown. That didn't even go through Maduro process. But I guess we have to trust and assume. But I think AJ's pretty honest. Funky. Barnyard. A lot of tobacco, kind of sweetness in that too. I must say it is an extremely well-looking cigar. It is fucking huge. It seems bigger than most 6x60s. Is this a 64? It feels. The band is simple but solid. I kind of like it. It's got leaves on the back there. Tremendous cigar. Tremendous. Very full pack. It says 1866 Heritage Fine Tobacco. La Palina. I guess that was 1866. Was this a Cuban brand? AP, was the real version better? Do you got some Cubans from 1887? Ecuadorian Oscuro on the wrapper. The rest of it was Nicaragua. That girl was dressed up like Catwoman. Like 1992 Batman Returns. I mean, full-length pants, too. Like, full-length, skin-tight leather pants. That's too hot on the choach. That's too much, man. That is too much. I mean, we're just north of Miami, man. You gotta let that shit breathe. Oof. That's just gonna be funky. Now, this is about between $8 and $9. So, a really solid price for a mid-tier at a store. They only had it in one size. I'm pretty sure that the Oscuro line here could come in different sizes, and I don't know that for a fact. But this is the only one they had, and so this is what we're going with. This guy's making farting noises. Why? But he's just making farting noises. But like he's like turning around and looking at people like they're walking by. What the fuck is wrong with people? And it wasn't like a really loud, obnoxious fart. Like, if you're gonna do that, like, why be modest? Like, you're already pretending that someone else is farting, and you're just gonna do a little fart. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck, man? Yo, drugs are real. I'm so sick of people doing drugs. Fucking demented. Well, we got a tremendous fucking pack here. It's a lot of tobacco. Holy shit. You know what they say. Tremendous hole. Tremendous. What a big cigar. I hope this wasn't a mistake. I'm not really a huge fan of 60 gauge or anything bigger. And if this is a 60 gauge, it feels more like a 62 or 64. It's just really heavily packed, very dense. The wrapper grade quality is kind of nice. A little bit oily sheen, but it's very uniform. We're going to give it a second to build up. But it already feels like something's about to happen. Finish is picking up on the length. Right there. Right there. Right there, we're at a solid medium. Flavor kicking in. Very nutty. Okay, medium plus. Very nutty. And some red pepper. Not a lot, but enough. An oily, buttery texture. Nutty, red pepper. It's oily. We're off to a start. This motherfucker with his electric vehicle. Oh, it's a Tesla with that stupid fucking roof. The thing that looks like a moving pyramid. What a stupid car. Holy right now, it's a medium plus. I'm going to give it a little time. I'll come back. Let this build up. That's what we're getting right now. Finish is getting longer. But with a gigantic cigar like this, it's probably going to take a little time. Maybe an inch. Maybe an inch. And once we get an inch into it, I would still have 7 inches left. Not including the sack. The point is, though, other people don't have that problem. So it is what it is. It's quite smooth, though. It's a little classier, I guess, than I thought it would be. And for AJ, it's kind of slick. It's enjoyable. It's not as aggressive. No, it is a 60 gauge or maybe 62. I don't know. I guess it's just really a big 60. But anyways, though, what it's got going overall, it's kind of a slick blend, a long finish, oily. I got nothing bad to say about it. The size is not the cigar's fault that somebody made it a 60. prepare that red pepper. I'm going to come back and we'll give it a little time. Hey, we're back. Whoa, great construction, great burn, great chore. I know so many people out there are doing so many touch-ups and they have so many issues because they don't understand how to use a fucking match or even a lighter. They don't understand how, you just do it right from the beginning. It's really not rocket science, right? Like it's not as hard as going to the moon, even though we lost that technology. It's not as hard as putting on an astronaut suit and going in the pool in Houston like they do at the non-buoyancy swimming pool. Check it out. It's a real thing. It's so buoyant. Anyways, yeah. So anyways, yeah. We're going to get rid of that ash. Solid ash. Solid ash. I gotta admit, I'm a little disappointed with this cigar. It's really weak for an AJ Fernandez cigar, and that's really quite surprising. It might be, and because this is not listed as a Connecticut shade, okay? It probably is the weakest AJ Fernandez cigar I ever had. And I can't just say, well, it's a Gordo. I've had other AJ Fernandez in multiple sizes, big or small. And this probably takes the cake as being the weakest one. Wow, this person doesn't know how to park. Give me a second. I'm just watching. Wow, what an idiot. How do you parallel park like that? What an idiot. Anyways, it got at best, it's almost like a gentle medium. As I'm smoking, it's getting weaker. So I'm not really thrilled with it. I'm not saying it's bad quality. Listen, if you're looking for a good morning smoke, I guess, or to relax, sure. It's an oily, buttery texture. It's nutty. And there is a little bit of red pepper to it, but it's not. I guess I thought the cigar would have more power, more flavor, maybe more complexity. Whatever it is, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's the cigar is. It's good construction, but it's okay. It's kind of. It's. Do you see it in my face? And it's not just because of Gordo. I've had plenty of Gordos that were, stronger flavor, good complexity. I wouldn't buy this again. And I'm not saying it's because of La Palina. AJ is AJ. No matter who he makes cigars for, Monte Cristo, Aging Room, Romeo, etc., etc., etc. AJ is going to be AJ. So my point is this: this is kind of disappointing. Overall, it's kind of disappointing. And I'm not even saying it's bad quality, and I'm not saying it's bad draw construction. None of that. But it's just, it's probably one of the most mildest feeling cigars that AJ ever made. And I don't even care comparing it to a Connecticut cigar for another brand or his own. Not that he's huge on making tons of Connecticut cigars. Yeah, congratulations. We're celebrating. Somebody got AIDS. I saw this thing, where this guy said, it was like one of these little interviews, where someone wears a mask, and one of those shows where people get shocked. Like most of the time they talk about narcotics or illegal smuggling, and the person wears a mask and he's like, I facilitate parties for rich people, and people do really bizarre things like fist their asshole and shit on the floor, like just terrible things. Well, in this one though, the guy's wearing a mask, and they're like, he's like, what's your job? You know, like, what do you do? And the guy's like, yeah, so you're not gonna believe. Was it called bugging or something like that? Basically, where people will request his services. And what is his service? Well, the guy has AIDS, and people without AIDS will request him to give them AIDS on purpose. And he said the reason is because in a certain community, which is like 70% under the CDC that have it. Point is, 70% of that, so which one was it? 70% of that community has it, or 70% of AIDS isn't? Either way, it's bad. I could look further into that. Anyways, the point is this, that people just want to get it over with. Instead, that way they could relax, and not wear jimmies no more, and just be with their friends that everyone has it. So you don't have to like, who has it, who doesn't have it, and you instead of spreading like your life, I guess, having sex with a lot of people and wearing jimmies, worrying about other, just pull out. Fucking disgusting. Now they could just dump all the loads they want because everyone's got AIDS, and then just take the medication to hopefully survive through. Fucking insanity. Just get it over with. Who is this guy like? This is a real thing. Yeah, overall, I'm gonna give the cigar a pass. Unless so this thing listed as like an Oscuro. Well, it's an Ecuadorian Oscuro, but okay. But I've had plenty of Ecuadorian, like Habanos that were a sun-grown type, that were pretty spicy, pretty strong. And I can't just say, well, it's the size. I mean, because even if you go from Toro to Gordo, if a Toro, holy shit, slow down, buddy. If a Toro's like, strong, the Gordo will just be weaker, but a little weaker, maybe a little. Maybe going from heavy, medium, full to medium full, but not going from like a heavy, medium, full to like gentle, medium. So this cigar is too gentle for my liking. And not only that, I'm not just trying to be hard on it because it's too gentle, the cigar, but it's listed as a Nicaraguan, tobacco, and AJ tobacco, Nicaraguan no less, and an Oscuro wrapper. So in your mind, you're going, this thing is going to be a good time, at least, right? At least medium to full. So when you play with the gauge, it will play with the strength and maybe the observance of the kind of flavor. Like generally, the smaller you go in the same blend of a cigar, generally speaking, the spice could pick up, right? But maybe you'll get more sweetness when you go bigger of the same blend. Because generally, when you go with the smaller size of the same blend, power picks up. And so point is this: I'm not mad at the cigar because of the size. I'm just mad at the overall blend. And I don't think if you go to this in Robusto, it's all of a sudden going to be, some type of at least semi-strong Nicaraguan Oscuro wrappers, with a Ecuadorian Oscuro wrapper, but then Nicaraguan tobacco, and it's AJ. So overall, I'm going to say the cigar is like a 4.1. It's really good construction, and online you can buy these cigars for $5 to $6. So the price is reasonable for a Gordo Toro. It's not bad at all as far as price point, quality, draw, burn, the band. I got nothing bad to say about any of those categories. So if this, so the point is this, that I'm just not a fan of the blend. Now, let's take me outside of it. If you're looking for a gentle blend, if you're looking for the most gentle AJ Fernandez cigar you ever had, well, then get this cigar. That's the only person I could recommend for this cigar, is someone that wants the most gentle AJ cigar ever made. Really gentle. And I'm done talking about it. I'm kind of frustrated. I could be a little mad at myself and go, oh, you bought a Gordo, but there's plenty of Gordos that still have power. There's plenty of Gordos that could be medium full or even full strength. And I guess this one caught me by surprise, being that it was made at AJ Fernandez factory. So I don't know what blend La Palina asked AJ to make him, but clearly this was a weak blend, low priming. And it was a full pack too. Quite surprising. My palate's clean. This is the first cigar I had today. So if you're looking into the cigar, don't. Unless if you're looking for, well, I only like Connecticut shade light cigars that aren't that strong, well then sure, get this. Or if you're looking for an Oscuro Nicaraguan cigar that you could have for breakfast, sure, then get this too, because it is affordable online. Here you're gonna pay $8 at the store, whatever, but online you could pay $5-6. So if you're looking for a cigar that is very on the mild side, with not tons of flavor, but hey, you're gonna smoke a quality cigar because it is quality made, good burn, drawing, etc. And it's nothing bad to say like, oh, it's acidic or it tastes dirty. No, it's just the cigar had no balls and no message and like no finish. And it got weaker as I smoked it. So, does that make any sense? We're done here. Don't get the cigar unless if you want one of the weakest, mildest AJ Fernandez cigars ever made that happened to have an Oscuro wrapper and Nicaraguan tobacco by AJ. For most people, it's a pass. If you just like light shade or Connecticut type cigars, well then sure. Watch your chocha.